Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking. You're not even.
But I'm gonna tell you something else too. When your radar's turned off, because I dealt with that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
God.
fair.
I mean,
because I don't want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to know that like someone's looking.
But
For fuck's sake. Jesus goddamn Christ. Like, no one's fucking safe. No one. So, this woman here was married to Steph Curry, all right? 3-time NBA Finals champion, worth $90 million, okay? He's 31, she's 30. They have 3 children together. And she has decided that she wanted to go on TV while he was playing in the NBA Finals, all right? Which, all you aren't sports individuals on my channel, it's kind of a big deal. It's like it's the world championship of basketball, okay? And become a distraction and compete with her husband for attention. We've been having a lot of these conversations here lately about the competition between men and women inside of relationships, and how this is an absolutely unhealthy and unwinnable position for females. Because let's be honest here, all right? Let's keep this all the way motherfucking funky, all the way 100. We'll keep it right where it belongs. Women are weaker, softer, dumber, and not able to compete with a dude. It just is what it is. All right, it's not a terrible thing. Like, that's just how shit operates. And you can look at it from both sides of the perspective. Imagine if somebody you were around every day was that much better than you, all right, to the point where you could not defeat them. It would drive you insane as a dude, all right? And the problem is that we're raising women to be dudes. We're standing here trying to bring them up to the point of where they're going to compete in a capitalist system against other dudes. And the byproduct of this, right, what a lot of us would call feminism, is in reality, the destruction of everything that we hold dear, all right? Because it's the basis for our way of living in society in America and in general as human beings, right? Like, you cannot be around a woman who wants to compete with you on a regular basis. And it's sad because every other woman who started speaking about this stood here and said that her insecurities should be validated. No, her insecurities should not be validated. All right, she should be educated and told, yo, look, all right, you literally get to be with a dude, all right, who is worth $90 million. Your offspring are going to have the opportunities to do things that everybody else's offspring wishes they had a chance to do. And that's a huge fucking thing when it really comes down to the basics of society and how things work. This is not something that we tell anybody anymore because self-sacrifice has been thrown out the window. I mean, people talk about self-sacrifice in the larger sense for things like climate control or climate change or, immigrant rights or inclusivity, whatever the case might be. But when it comes down to like literally the things in your own life that really matter, you know what I mean? Like, you should say, like think global, but live local. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That was like what it used to be in like the green ideology. And that's a good ideology, which, like you act locally. You stand here and sort your recycling out. You try to make the world a better place from where you are. And everybody doing a little bit helps a lot. It's kind of the situation. the reality is that we've taken females so far away from the basic structures of what a woman is supposed to be and what a family is supposed to be in the real sense of things, that we've gotten down to the point where an individual standing here, dedicating his life and giving up his health as a younger individual, right? Any sports player, whatever the case might be, that a woman in the midst and in the prime of this individual's career is out here going, I feel bad because I don't have enough attention for myself. I'm not getting enough male attention. It's that, it's that mentality of, staying here, you tell your wife she's beautiful, or you tell your girlfriend she's beautiful, right? And she goes, oh, it doesn't really matter coming from you. You have to say that. You know what I mean? That type of mentality. But the reality is that's the only individual who it matters to. I heard somebody else talk about this. They said it's like a female standing here going and getting breast implants. Like, yeah, it looks good in the shirt, it looks good in the thing, but they feel like ass to the person who actually has to be there with you. It's ultimately not about the individual who, is standing there paying for it and rocking with you and has to lay next to you every night. It's about you, because you want more attention. Because women aren't taught that competency is important, right? And even when they're taught that competency is important, it doesn't matter, because they'll never be competent when you put them up against a dude. So the reality is that they need to accept their position as to who they are and what they're doing in life. And what's important is children, family, life, your husband, food, these things, your household, cleaning. This is what's important in life. Altogether, that's what's important, just in general. And until we get back to that manner, there's no man who's safe. $90 million $30 million a fucking year. The guy's worth 90 mil. He was in the middle of competing for another finals championship. It would have been 4 for him. That's more than LeBron James, who's like the greatest basketball player, right? Like, this guy here scored 473 pointers in the playoffs alone, which puts him at the top end of anybody who's ever played. And we sit here and go, oh yeah, woman, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's cool that you should stand here and invite dudes, you know what I mean, to slide up in your fucking DMs and shit. You know what I mean? And disrupt your fucking family life in the middle of him playing in the fucking championship. And it's sad too, because like the dude is not like, he's not one of these party thug individuals. He's like a Christian type of guy. He's known for singing like fucking, he sings Christian gospel music and shit. He's one of these type of people. He's a stand-up dude. You know what I mean? A stand-up dude trying to raise a stand-up family. Like, he married her at a very young age, stood here and had kids at a young age, the whole nine, right? And isn't out here cheating, no allegations of rape, no allegations of abuse, real close-knit family in North Carolina, right? You know what I mean? Part of NBA royalty as far as like, you know, his whole family and whatnot. But none of that matters. Not an ounce of that fucking matters at all. The reality is that this woman here feels as though she's more important than everybody else in the entire fucking family. Is what it is. Now make sure y'all motherfuckers sub to my backup channel in the damn description and shit. Make sure, you know what I mean, you out here, you know, getting it in, doing whatever. If you like my content, make sure you hit that sub button and hit the like button. In the meantime, man, yo, I'm gonna sign out here because I got to go to work. I'll holla at y'all motherfuckers. Peace.